like whenever at the end, or we can talk more about it. So there are, so that's definitely the case. It's I would say it's like it could fail. Like any of these things, like I think like 9 out of 10, I think that's stat, 9 out of 10 small businesses fail, right? So you got to start a whole bunch before they succeed. So like it could fail, it could succeed. So, but there are a lot of people that fail with it. But some people do succeed. Like it could be one of your small businesses that fail, and then you could do another one that works, or it could succeed. So like there's uncertainty. Like I could fail with it. Like I just started, so I could potentially fail with it, but then the next business succeeds, right? But it's the good thing about it is you can work part-time or full-time at another job and then do this as well. I know a gentleman who works at the brokerage that I'm at. He said that he's a financial services person, so he does a lot of financial services, and then he's just done the mortgage agent stuff on the side through the networking from his full-time job, and he's done very well because he has a network from his day-to-day job that he taps into to get customers for his mortgage agent work. So that could work. Like you could use your full-time job, like give business cards to people that you meet in your full-time job, saying there's no base pay. There's none. So that's why having a part-time or full-time job alongside it is good. Yeah. So like it's important to have you could be a teacher full-time and then do this. Yeah, this is more structured as like a side thing. Like you could work, like you work at your, so like a lot of what we do in this course is more of like on the side until it works. You do this as well as your full-time or part-time job until your small business takes off and maybe you could do it full-time. So like it's more of like you do it on the side until like let's say you teach full-time or part-time and then you're doing your small business on the side, and then if you make enough money on the small business, you quit your other job. That's kind of how it's structured, because you have a lot of expenses. You might have like a family, etc., like kids or partner, so it's important to have the income and then do this on the side until it works. Yeah. But yeah, that's this course. Yeah, it's more based on like this course is focused on us trying to make this work full time. Like we have to have our job right now that we're doing, and then make an e-commerce store, start a business, start a service business, be a mortgage agent, real estate agent on the side, and then if that takes off, you just do that. If you're making enough money on that after a while. Yeah. So that's so you just do it part-time until it works. Any other questions to take, Kat, right now? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Like, and also, everybody, like, when, like, any questions you have, like, even like after the course, I'm always here for you. Yeah, just also, like, if always just reach out. I'm happy to help. Just put my WhatsApp on here again. And then my personal email. So any questions you have or help you need, just let me know. So the final exam, so it's posted already. Let me know if you can see it. So it'll have 4 short answer research questions, a reflection, and it's due Monday. So that's wrong date. It's due. So it'll be due next Monday. So I'll go through the questions here and then I'll open the Google Doc. But the short answer questions, they want us to use, so like using APA referencing, so reference all your sources. So you can use any resources. And then, so many customers who use mobile devices prefer to make purchases using a mobile app instead of the device web browsers. In about 200 words, outline the advantages and disadvantages of using a merchant's mobile app to select and purchase products. So that's the first question. So yeah, I'm gonna, so the Google Doc, I'll put in the chat here, but I'll go through all the, I'll go through every question right now in the PowerPoint, but feel free, any ideas you have right now, just state it in the Google Doc. Yeah, feel free to add to the Google Doc, and then also you can what we write in the Google Doc. So what we write in the Google Doc, you can use all of it in your final exam. Just add to it with your own input. But I want to make this a good team exercise so everybody works together to complete it. But yeah, add your own information too, because I want you to add, like, bring the information we got from class and then add your input to it. Add your perspective. If you don't add your perspective, I can't give you any good mark. You need to add your perspective to what other people are saying. But I encourage you to use the information that we state in class on the Google Doc. So the second question is, visit the website of a business that sells a membership online. So that could be like Netflix if you wanted to do. Describe the process that a visitor would follow to shop for a membership. Like if there's tiers, like Netflix has certain tiers, so 1 screen, 2 screens, etc. Evaluate how well the site describes membership options and encourage the visitor to purchase one. Does the site you selected make a convincing case for buying a membership? Provide at least 3 recommendations for improving the site you selected. Include the website and company name. For each question below, write 2 to 3 paragraphs. So name a website and link. So think of a website when we're going through the Google Doc, states, like you can state many different ones when we're doing it as a class. Like you could do, like we could do Netflix, we could do Shopify, etc. And then describe the process the visitor would follow to shop for a membership. Evaluate how the site describes membership options and encourages the visitor to purchase one. Does the site that you selected make a convincing case for buying a membership? Why or why not? Provide 3 recommendations for improving the site you selected. So those questions. And then explain why an e-commerce site might not want to report being the target of cyber criminals. Describe what might happen if they report it. So, yeah, my input for that would be they don't want to say it because the problem is cyber criminals, they can expose user data. So like your account data could be compromised and be stolen. So that would be a problem if we found out about a website losing our data, because we could be hacked. So that's a big issue. So that's why they want to keep it quiet. And then name 5 e-commerce website features that an online clothing retailer might use to help customers find products in the right styles, colors, or sizes for them. So yeah, that's there might be a lot of you could use tabs to do that on the website. And then the rubric. we're gonna do the questions as a group with the Google Doc. I'll input information that I have too, and input, but I want, like, in order to get a high, like 9 to 10 marks on this, I want you to add your perspective to like add your view of what the class is saying. So like try to expand on what we write down as a class here. So I want you to like take the class's information and just and then expand on it and that's what I'm looking for. I don't want you to just take what the class says. I want you to expand on it. I want you to add to the teamwork exercise. So think of this final exam as like a team exercise. And everyone has to provide everyone has to, add to it, not sit back and like they need to provide add to it, yeah. And then reflection, you need to reflect based on past experiences, previous learning, and current knowledge from this course. So you got to write 2 to 3 paragraphs at the starting point of each prompt. And you don't need to search the internet for any of these answers. All you have to do is just use your own thoughts. So yeah, that's going to be for you. So we could do this as a group too. Like we can reflect on it as a group. So we'll go through this when I bring up the Google Doc. And feel free, because I made it editable by all of you. So anyone can edit it. Like I can edit it, Seika can edit it, everyone in class can edit it. So feel free to just jump in and put what you think. So based on my past experiences, previous learning, and current knowledge of this course in e-commerce, I learned this then when this learning matters because due to this learning, if I was an entrepreneur starting my own business or helping my employer, the skills/knowledge I would take from this course in my career are. So yeah, we're going to answer those questions as a group and also do it individually with your own perspective. So like, so yeah, just use like really think about it, go in depth, reflect on what you've learned, and use a lot of examples, and then have good grammar, good spelling, good sentence structure, and think about what you've learned in the course, and yeah, expand on that. So this will be due on, so wait, I think it's August 7th? August 8th. So I'll make this due actually on Monday, midnight. So next Monday. So you have Monday at midnight. So you have like 7 days to do it. And let me know if you need an extension, because I think the final grades have to go in by the 22nd. So I want you to be done it by next Monday. But let me know if you require an extension. So I'm going to bring up the Google Doc. So here. So here's the Google Doc. So I'll add some information, and you feel free to add with me. So many customers who use mobile devices prefer to make purchases using a mobile app instead of the device's web browsers. About 200 words outline the advantages and disadvantages of using a merchant's mobile app to select and purchase products. So so for that, advantages. So if you think of any advantages, let me know. Like, what advantages can you think of for that? Yeah, like convenience would be great. So convenience because the customer doesn't have to search for the website. It is easy to find on their phone. Anything else, everybody? Say cut. Everybody knows the class. Yeah. Information, it's more condensed. It's great. Mobile friendly, and don't have to worry about issues with the website being loaded on the phone. Smoother process. Apps work better than websites. It's true. Smoother process. Apps work better with websites than phones. It's great. Great, Nachiketa. Thank you. And feel free to add any other advantages. I would say disadvantages. What types of disadvantages would people think about for number one? That's true. That's true. That's great. More access to personal data. That's great. So yeah, more access to your personal data. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So so Tim Hortons was tracking people. Yeah, they with their app don't have the Tim Hortons app on your phone. So yeah, Tim Hortons was tracking, for example. Yeah, exactly. People on their app, and this could lead to privacy concerns through maybe through people working at Tim Hortons, stalking people with the Tim Hortons app. Not a joke. Or knowing that they went to a competitor. And yeah, like they could know that you went to Starbucks, you know. Also, they could stalk you with it, which would be dangerous. Because like that's a real concern because some people are stalkers, you know. So that's a big issue. Yeah, also Uber did this. Uber was tracking people on their app to see if they were using competitors, and they used this data to drive the competitors out of business and evade government regulation. So like, yeah, those can be real serious issues with that. Anyone else have any idea, any other information about advantages and disadvantages? Yeah, exactly. So connect with others. Yeah. Yeah. That's good to take care. Excellent. Yeah, and also the good thing about apps are that provide verification. So like you can figure out who is human or not because robots can't have a phone. However, like there are some robotic, like they can generate cell phone numbers that look real. But good thing about phones is like you can kind of, it's a person. Like you can kind of narrow down which are bots and not, right? So like you can determine the amount of bots that are on your network. So like, for example, Twitter has 5% bots, has less than 5% bots based on their data. They did this through verifying accounts through phone numbers and emails. Yeah, so verification through phones is great to figure out if they're bots or not. And then to visit a website of a business that sells membership online, describe a process that the visitor would follow to shop for a membership, evaluate how well the site describes its membership options, and encourage the visitor to purchase one. So does the site you selected make a convincing case for buying a membership? Provide at least 3 recommendations for improving the site you selected, include the link to the website and company name. Yeah, that's true, Harwinder. Yeah, the mobile app provides extra marketing pressure. That's true because that's a good point. Yeah. So like, can anyone think of a website that sells a membership online? Yeah, that's a good one. LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn.com. Yeah, Amazon Prime. Yeah, exactly. So describe the process that a visitor would follow to shop for membership. So they, like on LinkedIn, you go to premium and then select if you want LinkedIn Premium, Sales Navigator, or another plan. And then you select the 1 month free trial, and they will charge you when the month ends for a full year. So that's how you do that one. And then evaluate how well the site describes membership options and encourage the visitor to purchase one. Do you think LinkedIn does a good job on describing its membership options and encouraging a visitor to purchase? Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, exactly. So like you can also generate leads through Sales Navigator. Use filters for many different criteria, including area, job title, and many others. So yeah, you got a lot of good ideas for that. That's great, Kat. And then like LinkedIn Learning. Yeah, it's included, providing certifications. for people. That's great. That's great, Kat. Thanks. Anything else you can think of for LinkedIn? Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. I know. It's yeah. It's that's a great point. Yeah. You kind of you got a lot of it. Yeah. I was talking to a mortgage agent. He was giving me good advice about this. He said that so what he said was reaching out to accountants and lawyers are is a good strategy over LinkedIn because they have a lot of clients that need mortgage agents. So like you could do that over LinkedIn. You reach out to accountants and lawyers. Also, real estate brokers and real estate agents are good to reach out to because they have people in need of mortgage agents. So those are people you can reach out to on LinkedIn. And then does the site that you selected make a convincing case for buying a membership? Why or why not? We kind of stated that here. Maybe we can just kind of cut this and just paste it here. All of these, like say that like they make a convincing case to buy a membership because they show you. I think your profile, maybe what we can do is just keep this up here and then so like they show how you viewed your profile. You can reach out to anyone on LinkedIn. You can generate leads. You can do LinkedIn Learning. So you get more exposure. You can get better search results. So like something like that. So you state like all the reasons from the last question here, like list them kind of, and then provide 3 recommendations for improving the site you selected. So what are 3 recommendations to improve LinkedIn, you think? Oh, great. But you have like yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like if you do too much, like if you're a jack of all trades, you're gonna be master of none basically. Specialization is good. So that's a good point. Yeah. They are doing too much. Yeah, yeah. 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 And even like providing people with like work experience, that's a problem for me or anyone who's like Yeah. So like LinkedIn. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Like a lot of these jobs, like it's like they're like you need 5 years of experience when it's an entry level job. Like it's an entry level job where you're starting from scratch and they want you to have 5 years of experience. Yeah. Yeah. And also a big problem I have is you might have like 5 years of experience, right? But if you join a different industry, you start from the lowest salary rung, and that's not fair. I think all experience should be I think experience from all different industries should be counted. The problem is like a lot of these places don't do it. So I think when they're like that, you just have to negotiate hard to get the salary that you deserve. I think negotiating salary, like pushing for a higher salary, pushing for higher hourly pay, it's important. Like I think everybody shouldn't settle for very low. Like if they're not going to pay you what you're worth, then just keep looking. Um, oh, that's true. That's true. Exactly. Yeah. Like I think that's true. But I think while you're working, just try to negotiate as much as possible because the problem is if you don't negotiate, they're not gonna give you a raise. Like the only reason people get raises is because people push for them. Yeah, because they'd never give anyone a raise unless people were pushing for them. Yeah. Yeah. I feel too. I feel too. Yeah. 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 Agreed. It's I think unlimited network. Yeah, exactly. Like there should be more of a balance. Yeah, there should be more. Yeah, the problem is I think what I found with when I was in school, uh, it's there's not enough of a focus on how you can get a job or how you can start a business. Like it's just you're in a closed bubble where you're learning all this stuff and you don't know how it applies to making an income or sustaining yourself. Like there's no connection to it. It's just like a closed system where they don't connect to that. So I think that's why with this course I'm trying to get everybody to get like make a business or find a job. That's why I'm trying to make that connection because I have seen teachers just teach all this stuff and you have no idea how it connects to finding a job or whatever. Yeah, 'cause I've seen it all throughout my school. So explain why an e-commerce site might not want to report being the target of cyber criminals. Describe what might happen if they report it. So, what do you think? Like, what would be your view on that? Yeah. 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 Great take out. That's excellent. So yeah, they may not want to report it. because users may not come back because they are afraid of identity theft. And then name 5 e-commerce website features that an online clothing retailer might use to help customers find products in the right styles, colors, or sizes for them. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, tabs too. Tabs for styles, colors, sizes, pictures. Yeah. Service hotline. That's great. It's great, Kat. Excellent. And then references. Yeah, just put your reference in APA. And then reflection. So it's just, you don't need to search the internet for any of these answers. These are your thoughts, and therefore there should not be any copying or cutting or pasting. Based on my past experience, previous learning, and current knowledge from this course in e-commerce, I learned that. What have you learned in the course, say, Kat?
Absolutely nothing.
And everybody else. Oh no, like I know with me, like I have a 4-year-old stepdaughter, and personal note, I love it. It's great. I definitely connect with, when we're running around, like I connect with that more than a lot of, like, I'm like I love that. Like I love doing all that stuff because I'm I'm basically a kid,
Yeah, I learned a lot about security,
Yeah.
how teams how people trying to remain guided because it's not.
Thanks, Kat. That's great. Yeah, it's a lot of good points there. Anyone online have any ideas for that? Yeah. Yeah, and like I wanted to, yeah, like any various platforms already available. That's good. Yeah. And like initially, this course was just all about selling a product online. So then I was like, we should expand it to, and so it's like $4,000 for the whole thing. So it's like $4,000 for the whole thing, while mortgage agent is $400. So it's 10% of the cost. So that's why becoming a mortgage agent is a lot cheaper, and it's quicker. And a lot of places say it's better to become a mortgage agent because it's just easier and cheaper. Yeah, like feel free. Yeah, have as much as you want. Yeah, because I don't know how many people are going to come for the next class. Yeah, have as many as you want. Yeah, no problem. I want to bring it in because like you've been a great class, and yeah. Yeah, I wish they came in too. Yeah, because sorry, everybody online. I brought tidbits in. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, I just brought it in because like it's been a great class. I wanted to do something for that. So, I learned this for all the stuff we learned in the course. Excellent. Email, very cool. Yeah, sure, cool. And then this learning matters because and then due to this learning, great. And then so anything else they cut for that one? 4. That's great, Basika. Yeah, excellent, you got it. So like I said before, everybody, with this, you are probably gonna fail like 9 times out of 10. Just never give up. So like yeah, like I urge you never give up because it will work. Trust, like it will work, everybody. Like just do your side business. It will work eventually. Just don't give up on it because like it may take until you're.
One more thing, like, I know where the curve is.
Yeah.
What probably will be doing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like. Where
Yeah.
rather than like starting business.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it gets connections with the business. What businesses have it?
Yeah, exactly. You got it. It's good because online, if you fail, there's not a lot of cost to it. But in the past, when you failed a physical business, there's a lot of cost to it. There's a lot of risk. But these days, there's less risk because you're not paying as much you don't have to build a store. Like you can just, or pay rent or whatever, or buy property to start it. You can just start it on the web, on the computer. So you can start hundreds of businesses and very little financial risk. Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing you can't fail online.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I recommend everybody, like you're probably gonna fail a lot, but don't give up because it will work eventually. Like with me, I've failed a lot of the stuff that I've done, but like investing and teaching has paid off so far. But yeah, you just got to keep working at it, and then eventually something will work. So just don't give up, and it'll work. You just have to keep like fail forward, they say. Like don't worry about failure, because yeah, everyone that's been successful has failed a lot. Yeah. So like just don't feel afraid of failure, because eventually, like if you fail, like the person who's like been the most successful has failed more than anybody else ever. Like I bet like the most successful person in the world has failed more than anybody else in history, because you have to fail to succeed. Yeah, so like just keep working at it until it works. And then so yeah, don't get discouraged by failure, because yeah, like everyone that's successful fails a lot. So don't get discouraged, because it will work eventually. So if I was an entrepreneur starting my own business or helping my employer, the skills/knowledge I would take from this course into my career are great. Should be about site design, should be persuasive, but easily attract the buyers. So the site design, persuasive to attract buyers that you want to. That's great, Maureen. Excellent. That's great. Yeah. Anything else for number 5? Anybody? Okay. That's okay. So yeah, feel free to add as much as you can to this. Yeah, as much as you can to this, and then put your own spin on it. So how to download this is you just press download here. Download this docx. That was great. Yeah, great job everybody on that. Just let me